Josh could remain in solitary confinement for months after sneaking a cell phone into the prison, as calls and visitation are now limited. Josh, 34, is serving a 151-month sentence. They've been keeping prisoners in the SHU indefinitely, not letting them have DHO hearings, which let them know when they're getting out. Seagoville declined to respond to the U.S. Sun's request for comment on Josh. The source previously told the U.S. Sun that Anna visits her husband frequently with their 7 young children. The insider claimed, "We've seen Anna at visitation fairly regularly. Most of the people in I've spoken to Anna a couple of times. He has to wait until he has his disciplinary hearing. Normally the only thing I've seen is Anna and then their kids. I don't really know anybody else." The source said the prison has board games and blocks to keep children busy. Those are restricted or disallowed, as the U.S. Sun previously reported. An inmate filed a complaint against the prison on October 25, 2022 for deliberate indifference to his mental and physical needs for failure to provide his prescribed medication for 31 days while he was confined in the special housing unit at the total mercy of BOP staff. In the complaint previously reported by the U.S. Sun, he claimed pharmacy records will show he did not receive his medication while in the special housing unit after he put in requests 5 days a week. Seagoville has not responded to the lawsuit and the case remains ongoing. The inmate continues to serve his sentence at Seagoville. Duggar was arrested and charged with possessing and receiving CP in April 2021. The trial lasted 2 weeks before the jury submitted a guilty verdict. He was sentenced to 151 months in federal prison in May. He was transferred to FCI Seagoville in June. The disgraced reality star filed an appeal to the conviction in October 2022, as he is requesting the court grant him a new trial. Duggar's lawyer Justin Gelfand and the prosecution's Joshua Hondell faced off during an appeal hearing in Kansas City, Missouri on February 16. The U.S. Sun exclusively reported Josh's lawyer Gelfand argued that federal agents allegedly seized his phone when he tried to contact his attorney during a raid at his car lot a year and a half before the arrest. Gelfand said in court, Josh takes out his phone, physically puts it to his ear, for the purpose of contacting his legal counsel. Federal agents physically took the phone out of his hand and deprived him of the ability to communicate with his legal counsel. He was told he was free to go. No reasonable person in his shoes at that time would believe that. When the judge asked if Josh could have gone to another business to make a phone call, Gelfand replied, "This lot was accessible only by a highway with no sidewalk. It was in the middle of nowhere. There was nowhere to go." Gelfand continued, "The vehicle he came in was searched. He had no access to it. The keys to the other vehicles in the car lot were in the office. He wouldn't be allowed to enter without an escort." Hondell for the prosecution responded, "Mr. Duggar was not in custody at any point during the search of the used car lot. Mr. Duggar was repeatedly told he was not in custody and was free to leave. He said his wife was pregnant and expecting soon. He may have to leave in order to contact her." The agent said that's perfectly fine. Mr. Duggar did leave the scene at a time of his choosing and without being arrested. Mr. Duggar voluntarily ended the interview. He was not arrested until a year and a half later. The judge responded, "I am a little concerned though." The agent knew he was trying to call his counsel. It appears that might have been the only way he could have done so. It does concern me when someone makes an attempt to contact counsel and is unable to call counsel because there is no alternative way to do it. I've never seen that before. Hondell for prosecution responded, "It's not clear whether there was another way to contact counsel. One of his employees had a cell phone not seized by officers." Gelfand said, "The agent could have said, 'Use my phone to contact your attorney.'" Also during the hearing, Gelfand brought up Josh's employee Caleb Williams, who he claims could have committed the crime. Gelfand said, Caleb Williams worked at Wholesale Motor Cars, which is the scene of the alleged crime. He regularly used the only computer, the HP computer, For purposes that had nothing to do with wholesale motor cars or Josh, he texted Mr. Duggar on May 7, approximately a week before the alleged crime, offering to go watch the lot the following week. He took a photo of Mr. Duggar in the office where the alleged crime occurred, showing Mr. Duggar used a MacBook, not the HP computer. When the judge asked about Williams not being at the car lot at the time of the crimes and their ability to still call him as a witness at trial, Gelfand responded, "District Court said if he says he wasn't there and didn't remote in, if he denies committing the crime, that's as far as you're going to get." Gelfand said of his evidence against Williams, "He places himself regularly at the car lot using the only computer seized with CP on it." The court deprived Mr. Duggar of that ability. Hondell for prosecution responded, "The partition section of Mr. Duggar's computer, which was the part of the computer containing all of the CP material, had to have been installed by someone at Mr. Duggar's computer on May 13, 2019. There is no evidence Mr. Williams was present on the car lot or even in the state of Arkansas on that date. There was abundant evidence Mr. Williams was not present in Arkansas on that date. He was outside Arkansas between May 11 and May 16. The government has receipts, video, and live testimony from multiple witnesses that he was outside Arkansas. Hondell continued, text messages place Mr. Duggar at the scene of the crime. On May 15 at 11:15 a.m., Mr. Duggar sent a text message that read, "I'm at my car lot." 20 minutes later, at 11:35 a.m., CP material was downloaded on the partition section of Mr. Duggar's computer. He gave other similar examples, placing Josh at the scene of the crime. The judge put the case under advisement and excused counsel. Under advisement means a judge is not prepared to make an immediate ruling in court.